Guess what I got in the mail today? A poster! The Source shirt! I love it! It's the newest Ayreon album! Yes! And it is signed by the Source himself. Yeah, I'll see myself out. Hey everyone, and welcome to a blind commentary of the newest album of Ayreon, The Source. The Source is an album that comes out today. The album consists of 4 chronicles, and each chronicle has a different set of songs, a different amount of songs. I will be going through every song one by one in a blind way, so this literally came in like yesterday, and I had to hold off on listening to it, even though I wanted to so bad. But so this will be the first time I will be hearing these songs. There are a few songs that I have heard, which are The Day That the World Breaks Down, Everybody Dies, sounds like a super fun song, The Star of Sirrah, although I have heard that one only once, so I don't remember much of it. And what was the other one? The Source Will Flow. So this album has 12 guest singers on it that each have their own role. So I will be going through them in a quick fashion. In order of appearance. So this is the part where I horribly butcher names. I apologize beforehand. We start with James Labrie. James Labrie is the singer of Dream Theater, and he has appeared on The Human Equation and has played his own role in The Theater Equation, which was in 2015 in Rotterdam. His role is the historian. Now you may be thinking, okay, the first appearance is James freaking Labrie. This is going to be a great album. But then hold your horses, because the second singer is Tommy Karavik. Tommy Karavik! Tommy Karavik is the singer of Camelot and Seventh Wonder, but I don't think I need to tell you that. He has also played the main role in The Theory of Everything. And apparently he blew Ayreon away, so of course he did. And so this time he has the role of the opposition leader. Now we definitely know that this is going to be the greatest album yet, and this is why I'm so excited. The other roles are Tommy Rogers from Between the Buried and Me. He plays the chemist. Simone Simons from Epica. She has also had a role in 01011101. That's it. And she is playing the role of the counselor. Nils K. Rue from Pagan's Mind. He plays the prophet. Tobias Sammet. He's from Avantasia and Edguy, and he plays the captain. Hansi Kusch from The Blind Guardian. He also had a role in 0101100001. That was 2010 too many. I'm sorry. And he plays the role of the astronomer. Then, the legendary Michael Mills, the guy with the highest voice ever. He is the main singer of Towhider, and he also had a role in The Theory of Everything. And he appeared in The Theater Equation, and he was legendary there, let me tell you. I can't wait to hear him on this album, because apparently he plays TH1, which is a robot, and apparently he blows that out of the water, so I can't wait for that. Russell Allen from Symphony X. He also had a role in Flight of the Migrator, and he plays the president. Michael Eriksson from Circus Maximus, and he plays the diplomat. Floor Jansen, everybody knows Floor Jansen by now, I think. She's from Nightwish, and she also had a role in the Dream Sequencer and 01011001, so she's quite famous with the Ayreon work, and she will also appear in the great Ayreon Universe concerts that I am going to! Yay! But she will make an appearance there as well. And on this particular album, she plays the biologist. And the last role is for Sahar Zogati from Mirath, and he plays the preacher. Most of the Ayreon albums, except for Actual Fantasy and The Theory of Everything, they all tie in with this bigger story that Ayreon has created, which is about the Forever Race. This album, The Source, is supposed to be a prequel to this entire story, like the first in the chronological storyline. So to either remind you again or tell you for the first time what the story of the Forever Race is, here is a quick summary. If you already know everything, just skip. The Forever is a race that lives on planet Y. And planet Y is a water planet. So they kind of breathe water and stuff. They can't feel emotions anymore. They used to be able to feel it, but they lost that ability. They lost that ability because of the advanced technology that ruled them out of their planet and destroyed their entire race, basically. So they decide to send their own DNA to another planet and form a new life there. And that new planet is Earth, and that new life is mankind as we know it now. So in the Forever saga, mankind is their experiment. The album Into the Electric Castle is tied in with this story because these people in this album undergo an experiment of the Forever. But alas, mankind develops technology as well, and they seem to go the same route as the Forever people did before. In the final experiment, which is the first album of Ayreon, the scientists of the 21st century try to send images of horror and war and decay to the Middle Ages to make sure that it doesn't happen what happens now. They try to prevent that by showing the people like, oh my god, you don't want this. The images are received, but they are received by a blind minstrel named Ayreon. There you go, that's why it's called Ayreon. And the people don't believe him and they call him crazy, so it kind of gets lost. In the end, in 2085, the Earth gets officially destroyed by the machines. Only one human survives at that point, and he is on Mars. And that story of this guy gets told on the Dream Sequencer album. And that same guy is in the Dream Sequencer during Flight of the Migrator, and he becomes Universal Migrator, which is the first soul ever in the entire universe. He becomes that. So he was the last human, but he also becomes the first soul, which is kind of crazy. During Flight of the Migrator, he travels to Planet Y and sees what happened to the Forever people. The Forever saga was kind of closed off with the album 01011001, which translates in binary code to Y from Planet Y, but also like why? Why did we do this? The human equation ties in because it's kind of like a story that maybe they even dreamed up or it actually happened, but they are studying this story to figure out how emotions work. So the source is said to be a prequel to this entire story, and it's said to be on Planet Alpha. Before the Forever people were on Planet Y, they were on Planet Alpha, and the machines become so good that they destroy Planet Alpha, and the people have to run away to another planet, and they find Planet Y. At least that's what the story is supposed to be going to. Because I haven't listened to the album yet, but I'm going to now. So, each chronicle seems to start off with a little story as told by the historian, because the historian is supposed to nail down what happened so that people further on in the future will be able to know what happened to the Forever race. Location: Andromeda System, Planet Alpha. A brooding atmosphere of unease has been spreading over Alpha, a miasma of anxiety and fear that is almost palpable. And it's no wonder. These are critical times for the Alphan race. Our planet faces seemingly insurmountable ecological and political problems, and we are poised on the brink of extinction. Despite the opposition leader's fierce objections, the president has given the computer mainframe known as the Frame free rein to solve the worldwide crisis, whatever the cost. But computer intelligence has now far exceeded Alphan intellectual capacity and control. The Frame has assumed complete control and has shut down nearly all vital computer-regulated systems. With all manual overrides disabled, it's been impossible for us to put the system back online. It looks as the cold, rational intellect of the Frame has reached the logical conclusion that the only way to salvage Planet Alpha is to eliminate the cause of the problem. Us. The Day That the World Breaks Down. The Day That the World Breaks Down is a song about 12 minutes long, and it features every singer that is featured on this album, except for the preacher, I think. The song starts off with the historian telling the story of the surroundings, and wow, James Labrie is like Mighty King all over. It's so good. This guy is great. Tommy Karavik starts singing, the opposition leader, and my god, if James Labrie is the Mighty King, then Tommy Karavik is god. So the historian doesn't seem to really have an opinion. He is just there to like tell the story and feel the surroundings. The opposition leader has a very opposing opinion to this. He is very much like, yeah, I told you this would happen. I told you this would happen, and now it happened. You should have listened to me because I am freaking Tommy Karavik, okay? And the chemist is like baffled that this is happening, and the counselor is trying to soothe everybody. The prophet is like, yeah, I saw this coming, and it's too bad. And then the captain sees his chance. Like, he was like, oh, the president messed up, so this is my chance to show the people that I am the greatest, and I will solve this once and for all. Special shout out to the astronomer, Hansi Kusch, because I think I like that part of his the most. I just like this thing of like, yes, da-da-da-da-da, yes, da-da. I love that. I don't know why. It's so awesome. So the astronomer sees it as his job to find a new planet to inhabit. And then, like, around 7 minutes into the song, Michael Mills makes his entrance. Holy balls. The only lyrics he has are a bunch of zeros and ones, but geez, he blows that out of the water. He seriously does. Props to him. I want to know what 001 and stuff, what it all means, so I am going to Google that real quick. Okay, so apparently it means trust TH1. I trust you, Michael Mills. I trust you. Then the president comes up and he admits that he made a mistake and he will try to make up for it. The diplomat is also like kind of worried but also hopeful that everything will go well. And the diplomat is a song by Michael Erickson, and maybe this connection has been made before, but I think he sounds very similar to Tommy Karavik, which is a good thing. And the last part of the song is for Floor Jansen, the biologist, and she is phenomenal as always. So 12 minutes of awesomeness that promises something good for the rest of the album. Sea of Machines. So this song is about the prophet having a dream that planet Alpha is going to wither away and get destroyed because the frame is going to give up. And the people believe this, and they also already have seen the signs of that happening. This song has a lot of references to Into the Electric Castle and other albums as well, and I love that. The prophet says Another Time, Another Space, which is a song from Into the Electric Castle. He says A Time Beyond Time. That's also a song from Into the Electric Castle. Beneath the Waves is a song from, I think, 01011001. And he talks about a castle, which is obviously the Electric Castle that later on will be mentioned in Into the Electric Castle. So, a lot of references in this one. I like the last part of the song especially, where the prophet goes all out with his voice, because he's doing that magnificently. Everybody Dies. Everybody Dies is a song about, like, before it was like a prophecy that Planet Alpha was going to get destroyed. Now it's actually happening. It's not in the future anymore. It's now, and everybody is dying. Even though that is the case, the song just still, especially the beginning, sounds pretty happy to me, which is the weirdest thing ever, but I'm loving it. I heard this song before, but I didn't realize that TH1, Michael Mills, had such a big role on this. That, like, half of the vocals are his, which is pretty amazing, because I thought they were different people, but it's all him. Props again to Michael Mills. So TH1 is like, Mayday, Mayday, we're dying, and you need to do something, help. And the opposition leader and the chemists are all like, oh doom, oh crap, oh everything's bad, oh everybody dies. They have this like really quick like conversation almost against each other. And I love that. It's really well done. Really good timing. Again, I think I'm falling a little bit in love with the voice of Hansi Kusch, because again, in this song, I loved it. I love his performance here. The captain is all like, yeah, follow me. I am going to fix this. I am going to like overthrow the president at some point is what I am guessing that's going to happen. Pretty much at the end, there is this awesome part of the biologist once again, because Floor Jansen's voice is just like, oh dear. So that was Chronicle 1. Now we move on to Chronicle 2. Location, Planet Alpha, the Great Hall. The Great Hall from Into the Electric Castle. Oh my god, I love it so much. Into the Electric Castle is such a good album. Myself, 9 other influential Alphans, and the loyal android TH1 are determined to salvage the situation. We gathered in the Great Hall to discuss ways to ensure the survival of the Alphan race. After much deliberation, it was clear that there was only one viable option. A carefully selected group of us must leave Alpha to repopulate a new planet. The astronomer has located what looks like a hospitable planet near the star of Sirrah. It looks like it could sustain Alphan life, according to the biologist, and as it has water and other essential elements. Freaking motors, I'm trying to do a recording here. The captain's ship Starblade is capable of making the journey. Now all we need to do is figure out how to make it to the ship alive through the utter chaos and panic that has erupted in the streets. And then there's the frame. Will it even allow us to leave? So what I'm gathering from this part that I just read is that, yeah, it's crumbling down beneath their feet, like literally at that moment. So they have to make like a split second decision to gather 10 people who will be most valuable to carry on with life. And they will send those people to a planet that's near the star of Sirrah, which is probably planet Y. And they have to try to survive there, but they don't even know if the frame is going to allow them to even get there before dying. And they're going to have to leave all the other people of planet Alpha behind, which is pretty, like, harsh, you know? Star of Sirrah. I am 100% sure now that I have developed a crush on Hansi Kur's voice. My god. Why did I not know this before? So, they are searching for the planet that they want to inhabit next, because planet Alpha is dying. And the astronomer finds a planet that is near the star of Sirrah, which is planet Y. It's an ocean world, so the chemist is kind of worried if how they have to breathe, because they will have to breathe water instead of air. But he invents Liquid Eternity. Liquid Eternity is also a song from 01011001. So that is also a nice reference that he is bringing that back. And Liquid Eternity will cause the forever people to be able to breathe with water, which is pretty neat, because otherwise they won't make it long on planet Y. All that was. I'm getting real strong Anneke van Giersbergen vibes from this song. This song is about the counselor and the biologist saying goodbye to their beloved planet Alpha. And the historian and the diplomat try to convince these girls that, you know, we understand that it's hard for you to leave your planet, but we kind of have to, and we have to now. So let's go. And with that, let's go to the next song. Run, Apocalypse, Run. It already starts with like, wow, quite a speed and beat. Man, this is like an up-tempo song if I've ever heard one. So this is basically them running to the ship that is going to take them to planet Y. I mean, I know I keep mentioning this guy, but Michael Mills, man. How do you even... I saw how much effort it took him to even record this Run, Run, Run Apocalypse. That it took like an hour for him to record that. So I can even imagine the other parts in this song that probably took just equally as long or even longer. So, wow. Dedication. He also has like the highest voice ever, and it really shines through in this song, which is great. Also, Tommy Karavik, I have to mention him. In the theory of everything, was like kind of timid, which I know it suits his character, and the opposition leader is supposed to be raw, but you really see the diversity that he can bring into his voice, and how far he has come, and it makes me proud. Also, the historian is here to document everything that's happening, and my god. Hansi Cook, Tommy Karavik, Games of Free, all in one song. I can't handle this. So let's run on to the next song, Condemned to Live. This song is basically about feeling guilt. The people are feeling guilt because they get to live and everyone of their race is not getting to live. So what makes them better than them? What allows them to live and the others to die? It's like a really strong moral question. So whenever there's a moral question, obviously the counselor has to come in. And she feels the guilt as well. The diplomat doesn't feel this guilt. He is just like, the past is gone, we need to focus on this now. Also now it becomes clear that liquid eternity and the source are the same thing. It's the ability to breathe underwater. And in the end, the biologist and the opposition leader kick in. And the voice of Tommy Garvik, I call it the Seventh Wonder voice because he doesn't get to do this on Camelot a lot. But the Seventh Wonder voice is the exact voice from Tommy Garvik that I love. This exact part from this song is exactly what I love about Tommy Garvik. It sounds so pure. It sounds so pure and I just love it so much. So now we move on to the second CD, which is the third Chronicle.